Hello, 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 everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is hump day. It is Wednesday. I hope you're all doing well out there. Holy cow, it feels like it's been a minute. I apologize. We just got a lot of different things going on, and a lot of it has to do with Facebook and its upgrades. So it's changing, and change is always good. And it's also kind of getting me out of my comfort zone because I've got to change some things. So we're going to try Tuesday Tarot next week in the Guidance 311 group. And hopefully that will help with that. And I will work on trying not to violate any of the community standards. I've been reported, and it's been ongoing for a while now, and I didn't even realize it. I just knew that I was having issues. And, everything is a learning curve, and I feel like I'm learning. So that's really kind of what's going on. Oh, I think I got something in my eye. Well, that'll teach me for putting makeup on. uh, all right. All kinds of good stuff. So yeah, changes here. And I don't know if you went through it the way I went through it, but this Aries full moon was a lot. And I'm still dealing with it. We were coming out of the shadow period of that full moon, but that's been big energy. And I think what I've recognized, and I think I've said this before, so again, I'm really bad at learning my lessons the first time, right? But I do think I need to start scheduling like time off around full moons because my energy just, especially the fire full moons, like Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, because I'm a fire sign, for some reason, it just really gets in there and roots out whatever I needed rooting out. So I hope you're all doing well. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Trisha. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Zanelle. So that's why I wasn't on last night. I really was under the weather. I actually took yesterday off, pretty much off of social media. You probably noticed. So I apologize. Hopefully you scrolled down and looked at some good stuff I have. So there's always stuff there. Yeah, Lori. I'm a Cancer moon, and so that's a water sign. So that could be the other reason. Yeah. Good morning, Cynthia. So just a lot of shadow coming up, big time. I was dealing with a lot of old fear of stability, of being safe and stable, being safe in relationship, being safe in finances, being safe in foundation. It was very root chakra. I really, really went through it, especially not last night, but the night before last. Like I had to pull out all the stops, guys. I had to pull out meditating. I had to pull out positive affirmations. I had to pull out journaling. Like I was really going through it. And I thought, why? Why am I really going through it? Like, I know my situation is way better than it's been in a decade. And so, I shouldn't be feeling this unsafe. And so I just wanted to pop on and show you a couple of, so I do have my candle burning. And this is actually, Stephanie Powers makes her candles at the Eclectic Hedge, where I will be in a week on Saturday or Sunday night at 6 p.m. We're going to do a medium reading, gallery style. And her candles, I know she's got a new line out, but this is one of her healing candles. And just so you know, guys, if you get candles from her, they are infused with her Reiki. The first time I ever burnt one of her candles, I got right on the phone and was like, Steph, oh my gosh, like your Reiki energy is coming through. Oh, thank you, Catherine. So just know that, get out what you need. So I've got some incense burning. I've got my healing candle going. Like I've really been feeling it. Even my body's been feeling it. Like my lower back has been sore. My joints have been sore. I'm also menopausal. So there's that. Yes, Trisha. Yes, honey, you've been doing a really good job of that for a while. So I thank you for those kind words. And so, yeah, so, and, a lot of transition going on here at Guidance 311. So, if you haven't checked out my group, Living in Love, please do that. We have more members joining. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So very, very excited. We added another member yesterday. And tomorrow night, if you want to check it out, I'm actually going to be doing mini readings in the Intuitive Guidance meeting session at subkit.com/guidance 311. If you're a member, it's free. If you're not a member, there's a little affair exchange of 1111. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Ashika. So, we're getting back in the saddle here. We're getting back in the saddle after everything going on. Hello, Thomas. Hello. I actually posted our advertising this morning. So Thomas and I will be back tomorrow at 3:30 talking what is your purpose? So I'm really looking forward to that conversation tomorrow. So yay, things are progressing, but things are changing. So I know on this daily guidance, things will be changing with these live in the morning, and then things going in the group. Just I got to get out of this conundrum I'm in with not adhering to community standards. I'm really struggling with that. Yes, what is your purpose, right? Good morning, Sarah. Because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I really don't. So every time I go in and look, it tells me copyright infringement. They're all my own words. I try to give as much acknowledgement to anyone that I'm borrowing stuff from. So, as an English teacher, like plagiarism, huge. Copyright, huge. Works cited page, huge. Appendix, huge. This is really scaring me that I'm like in infringement and I don't know how or why. So I'm going to try to do some learning this week with this new metaverse and get on board. But in the meantime, things are just changing a little bit. So yes, what is your purpose? We're going to talk about that. I am going to pull us a Dragon Oracle card. So I keep getting notices in my notifications, and also like forever. Thanks, Lori. I just have to learn. I just have to learn it. But when I look on my mobile app, up on my icon, there's a little red dot. And I haven't known what that little red dot was for forever. So I kept trying to go in and figure it out. And nobody was telling me, or I couldn't click on it. I went into like the business section and I just couldn't figure out what that little red. And then finally I was getting like this copyright infringement. And so basically what I found out was people are reporting my page. Yeah, on Facebook. People are reporting my page. And so I don't know if it's like, the people I've been blocking who are retaliating. I don't know if it's a psychic attack. I don't know if it's an energy attack. I don't know if it's, the bots fighting back. I don't know. What I'm going to be doing, I think, is just using some other platforms that I have, and just trying to figure out. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Classic. It's craziness. All right. So yes, thank you. Any prayers, any positive energy, I'll take it. Just trying to get out of what's going on. But so tomorrow night I will be doing mini readings in the Living in Love group in the Intuitive Guidance course. We got a nice group already formulated, but there's still room if you want to join. I think there's still over about 10 seats left. Let's see what else. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning. Oh, 10% off. So if you are wanting to work with me, if you've been wanting to work with me, I thought I would do a little treat for all of you as a thank you. 10% off any service, whether it's IET, Compassion Key, 30-minute reading, 60-minute reading, whatever. So for those of you not already a member of my Living in Love group, remember you already get At the different levels, you already get discounted prices. But for everybody else, I did want to throw a little treat out there for you to celebrate Samhain and Halloween. So that is there. So I did put that. If you're not on my mailing list, go to my website, subscribe to my mailing list. That went out. I also posted it yesterday here on Facebook. Also in the group. It's the post with the pumpkin and the treats coming out of the pumpkin. So there's a coupon code that you will use when you're checking out on my website. So take a look at that. And remember, if you're part of my In Love group, go and look at the post section, because the coupon codes for whatever is part of your plan are there. Those coupon codes don't expire. The 10% treat coupon will expire on the 31st. So you don't have to use it. You can book outside of the 31st. You have to book your appointment before the 31st, use the coupon code, but you can like schedule the appointment out. I had that question yesterday. So you don't have to use it in this week. You just have to purchase it in this week. All right. I also think having the grandbaby so much last week, it really also affected my energy, because I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm going to be honest. Having a baby full time was a lot, and then I had her all weekend, so it was a lot. But I went over yesterday and helped my daughter, or the day before yesterday, I helped my daughter a little bit get organized, moved some furniture so that she could start really getting really settled and organized. So I talked to her yesterday, and she was doing the same thing I was. We just needed a day. We were all exhausted. So I hope you're taking care of yourself in these energies. And also, so I didn't end up doing the pick a card for the full moon. I'm sorry about that. And I was actually thinking about doing one for the 1010 portal yesterday. Not a lot of energy around that. What I'm getting energy around is the 1111 portal. So I think that what's going to be happening in the next week, I would say the next couple of weeks, we'll be looking at energies around the 1111 portal. November 11th. So right out of the gate, Ace of Swords. So yes, we have cut away something that just really we need to let go of, and we are now needing to choose where we want to put our time and attention. I don't know what's been going on with me for the last month and a half. Like, I can't speak. So I don't know if that's part of menopause. Maybe some of you women out there could tell me, but I can't get my words out. I feel like I'm slurring my speech sometimes. So I don't know, again, if I need to like sit down, or if something's going, it's craziness what's going on with me, guys. So if you're feeling it, I'm right there with you. Good morning, Serena. Welcome, honey. All right. So yes, we are definitely cutting away. And now we're working on, oh, thank you, Serena. That makes me feel better. You know, sometimes you go through the craziest stuff and you're like, am I alone? Am I alone out there? Good morning, Jen. But we do. It's time for us to now make choices, empowered choices. And I'm really being guided to look at the pentacle, the choice that's kind of up. So really getting in connection with your team of guides, angels, ascended masters. Look at this. We've also got the eagle that's up. And so this is a lot of new things coming in. A lot of new things coming in that are really going to, look at that, Ace of Cups, or Ace of Cups. We're really going to be having some new emotional experiences. So we've cut away the old, and now we have to choose our thoughts. We have to choose where we put our energy. We have to choose maybe even what we do for a living. You know, my business has been changing. If you guys have been following me for a while, and most of you have, thank you for staying with me. You know, things have changed. And so, oh, thanks, Lori. So just know that now we are coming into new emotional experiences, new ability to cope. Because look at what has gone out. We have let go of this shadow that came up and any deceptive energy. So I just feel like For some of you, you've really walked away from some difficult relationships, people that just really didn't have your back, feminine or masculine. For some of you, you really looked at why you needed to walk away from a relationship. Some of you really needed to look at disconnecting from relationship because it was never going to be what you thought it was going to be, and it was never going to serve you. So this week, the rest of this week, there's new coming in. Thank you, Cynthia. Good Lord. Well, thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. But it's time. It's time to make some empowered choices. It's time to really look at where you need to balance your life and make the choices and decisions that really work for you. Oh, good morning, Deb. Good morning. So it's time. It's time to look at what is better, not what is mediocre. And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing better, and I'm seeing mediocre. Mediocre would be okay, but we want better. And that's what these new energies are bringing us. And let me see if I can get these cards up. Yeah, this is where we're going. We're getting out of mediocrity and we're getting into new. We're getting into empowered. We're getting into fulfilling. We're getting into overflowing. We're getting into feeling good. And I feel like this is precursor to the 1111 energy that I've been feeling. So just know that if you haven't started feeling this yet, that in the next couple of weeks, it's coming in. Good morning, Serena. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you for liking, hearting, sharing. That also helps me just to kind of keep the algorithm going. I want to keep doing these dailies on Facebook, but it's getting hard. It's getting hard. So any way that you can support me, I would appreciate it. I actually felt really bad last night, and I really missed Tuesday Tarot. I miss interacting with you in that way, and other platforms won't let me do that as well as this one will. So I'm hoping you will. If you're not a part of the Guidance 311 group, you will become a member of the group. So that you can join me. You know, honey, Serena, honestly, I've got some stuff up there, but I just don't really enjoy that platform because, again, I like the interaction. I like the community building, and I know that builds community in its own way. And I will probably continue to use it. But, and I'll continue to do, the other big one for me is YouTube, and I will absolutely do that. I love, putting those videos together because I get to do longer videos on there, and that just tends to let spirit come through really well, especially for the monthlies and different things like that. So, but this is my talking to you guys. This is my instant feedback. We can have a conversation. I can know where you're at. My story is one of real perseverance here. I've been kind of the little engine that could for years now. And it's only because of you guys in the community that we have created. And, for Cynthia, she's in California. I've got people in Michigan. I've got people in Massachusetts. I've got people in Florida. I've got people in Australia. I've got people in England. I can't tell you how many people from England in the past 3 days have looked at my website. I don't want to go anywhere. Yeah. And so, so any support, I will absolutely thank you. So, I know a big place where I will be in this coming year is definitely going to be, oh, thanks, Serena, is going to be in my community, because I will be able to share way more spiritually, in those meetings. That, again, community standards and copyright and all of that, I have to be very careful of what I say in different platforms. But that's why I think the Living in Love community is going to be so important for me, because we can really dig deep. We can really dive into what you're going through, what you need, what I'm getting through from spirit for you, for us, for the collective, for, so the Living in Love community is really where it's going to be. So, if you're someone that's, ready to take that step, I would say go over there and check it out. There's 3 levels. If you're not ready to subscribe, I am going to keep the meetings open to non-members with a little bit of a fair exchange for those of you who, maybe just want to step in, you just want to step in. I'm okay with that. Because I think that you bring value, even if you're only stepping in maybe once every 3 months, or you're stepping in just for the meetings, you're bringing value. we learn from each other. And that's what this community is about. And I know that going forward in this next year, that's what it's going to be. And I did some learning yesterday. I'm always learning, guys. Gosh, I'm always learning. So I was actually brought to some teachings yesterday that, is going to take me to another level. So it's all good. But yeah, I want to be able to keep interacting with you. So if you haven't checked out the Guidance 311 community, please do, because I will be doing more in that, and then also in the Living in Love community. So yeah, it's all good. Yes, Cynthia, absolutely. And the Guidance 311 group is so important to me because that really is free resources for you all. And I think that's so important because I know when I started my journey, I didn't have any money. I was broker than broke, like literally. I was living on my mother's couch. My daughter was living with her father, which was like the first time she'd ever had to do that. It was a horrible situation for both of us. Because when, God took me to my knees to get it, he took me to my knees. And so it's so important for me to do things as inexpensive or as free as I can for those of you who are just starting out, because I know what it's like to not have that. And then there's, those other folks who are in a different place, maybe financially, spiritually, and they want to invest in themselves. And so that's there. So I'm trying to stay in this very, balanced focus for wherever you are on your journey, because that's what's so important about what I do is I want everybody to be able to get access to what they need when they need it. I didn't know this was coming out today, but yeah, I really struggled last night with not being able to do my live. So today, self-reflection, honestly assess, have acceptance, and honor your progress. Yeah, for those of you who feel like maybe you should be further along, myself included, hello, it's okay. Just kind of do the reflection and accept where you are, because it is coming into deep stillness, meditation, enter the world, awaken within your inner space. So for those of you who maybe haven't started a meditation practice, it's time. For those of you who have a meditation practice, keep going. For those of you who maybe have waffled on your meditation practice, get back to it. Because it is time to cross the bridge, the great waters, a big undertaking, time for action, new possibilities. Yeah, because that's what's coming in, and that's why we need to be ready for it. We got 2 massive cards for new beginnings. So yes, when you have great change going on, and it's very important to get very still, get very reflective, go within to your guides of angels, your ascended masters, whoever you're working with, your higher self, and then also with your own self. How are you making your choices and decisions in your humanness, your physicality? That's how you get through the great waters. That's how you make the big change. That's how you embrace the new beginning, by leaning into it. Not pushing. And the only way to lean into it is really to kind of look at, okay, what am I doing? What energy am I bringing to the situation? And that was me the other night. I was like in my bed, not being able to sleep, tossing and turning, not feeling the TV, not feeling anything, and just feeling fear. And I was like, what? I haven't felt like this in a long time. Why am I feeling this? Why am I feeling like I don't have what I need? Why am I feeling like things aren't going well? Why do I feel like, and I really had to look at that. Like what was the shadow coming up? What was the purge that I was going through? What was needing to be released? And so I just got out my journal and I just started journaling, because I was like, I got to get this out of me. Because when we hold it within us, it's only holding us down. It's keeping us dense, right? In those lower frequencies. And the only way to get out of that is to lighten ourselves up. So I had to do that. I had to get it out of me to lighten myself up so I could get back into my connection with spirit, to know that I was okay, that I was surrendering. I was just accepting where I was, and it didn't feel good, but I knew it was going to change. If you move too quickly, it will be hard to sustain. Absolutely. It's only when you when you look ahead that you can see oh, I needed it to be that pace in that way. Yeah, absolutely. And I've done that several times, Thomas. Absolutely. I've done that several times where I've looked and thought, oh, okay, if I'd gotten this, then I would have been like floored. Like I would have been devastated. It would have been bad. It would have been bad. And so, yes, you're absolutely right. And that's what I had to do the other night. I just had to be like, okay, I got to sit in this. I don't feel good. I'm fearful. I'm scared. What's coming up? Why is it coming up? I had to get back into connection with myself. I had to get back in connection with my higher self. And I've been doing this meditation where I listen to it at night, and it's Dr. Wayne Dyer talking, and it's all very it's more than positive affirmation. It's almost like a belief system that hopefully is changing my programming to get that fear out of me. Like I don't want to feel that way anymore. I'm not that person anymore. I'm not in that situation anymore. Hopefully I've evolved. So yeah. Thank you. But if you're feeling it, I'm right there with you. I absolutely get it. But we are coming into new choices. We're cutting away the old. We're coming into our cup being filled. But we've got to make the choice to go with the higher thing, not mediocre, not stay in the mediocrity. We've got to get into the higher. And that's going to ask you to take higher risks, make bigger decisions that are going to feel really uncomfortable. So, using whatever tools and tricks that you can, and that is reflection, that is stillness, because the new possibilities are coming in. The new possibilities are coming in. Yeah. We're coming out of this energy. Fighting, striving, and driving. We're coming out of it. I love it. I love it. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it right there for today. Thank you for being here with me. Thomas and I will be back tomorrow at 3:30. And then tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, I will be in the intuitive guidance in the Living in Love community at subkit.com/guidance311. Link is in the description. All right. Yeah, Serena, I'm drawn to how big the cup is, giving yourself enough self-worth and filling that cup up. Yeah, definitely worthiness is something I'm still struggling with. Absolutely. Thanks, Cynthia. You have a great day too, honey. Namaste. Namaste. So guys, enjoy your Wednesday. Happy hump day. And we'll talk to you soon.